Hello, my friends. Welcome to a fun Friday. Top 5 best albums of 2023. Now I'm going to stop being weird, which is never going to happen. So I'm going to stop being weirder than my weird. So, yeah. Anyway, top 5 best albums. 2023 has had a lot of bangers, a lot of really good music, a lot of really good albums. And we're going to reflect on 2023, and I don't know how long this video is going to take. Top 5 is probably going to take a little bit because I do a little introduction, I do a little talk, and I do a little, rambling. So this is probably going to be a 40-minute video, all in all, because I like to showcase my favorite song from this album. From each album, I guess I should say, is a better way of phrasing, not just one. So we're going to have 5 best albums, 5 of my favorite songs from each album, and we're going to roll with that. So it's going to be piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. But yeah, with that, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun. We're going to listen to some bangers. We're going to listen to some chill music, in the vibing as we prepare for the rage that's about to happen and go down. But, so, let's roll into this with number 5. It's a beloved band. I love this band. This band has been around for a long time. And it sucks that they were number 5. Again, before I roll more to it, this is definitely going to be controversial because some people are going to be like, why don't you have one particular album on your top 5? It's just, I don't know. I didn't like the album that much. And there's going to be one album that some people might say, why don't you have it in your top 5? Mainly because, I just didn't feel like including it. And it's either I didn't feel like including it or I just didn't roll with it as much as other people did. I typically have a kind of different opinion about some things, but we'll talk about it as we go through because there's one particular album that isn't on this list that a lot of people will be, why don't you have it on this list? And it is what it is. Love that album. Actually, I only really like 2 songs from that album, but it's a good album. But anyway, back to number 5. So this band has been around for a long time, since like mid 2000s, and they're from Australia. So that should tell you who it is very immediately. I'm just joking. There's been a number of Australian bands that release music, especially that I've checked out. I think I've only really checked out 2, or maybe 3. I think there's one that I haven't checked out, but I know who they are. But regardless, so this album was a much darker album for these guys. They normally write a lot of stuff that is kind of more emotional, like mental health related, and very dark lyrics, as they've all like kind of struggled with either each individual like sufferings or tragedies or anything like that they went through. But they've had a lot of bangers over the years. They've had a lot of good stuff. I still listen to a lot of their old stuff, but this album brought me back to this band. Like this album, not saying that the past couple of albums that they've made weren't bad or were bad. I'm not saying that at all. It's just it didn't roll in the favor that I want. They did have a couple of songs that I enjoyed, and I just listened to those couple of songs. Kind of the same as one album that isn't on my list, but we'll talk about that. But I'm just going to say the name. Number 5 is the Amity Affliction with their album. I actually don't know what it's called, so this is poor preparation on my part. But Show Me Your God. So wait, no, that's the remix. Not Without My Ghost. Yeah, Not Without My Ghost. Amity's latest album, Not Without My Ghost, was a really solid album, really good album. I enjoyed it enough to say, top 5. My favorite songs range because it comes out hitting very hard. Like the first 6 songs of this album, like slam right into you, like very just aggressively. And it's really cool. Like I really love it. Like my favorite songs are top 3 songs from this album. I think in this order are Show Me Your God, When It Rains, It Pours, and Fade Away. Those are my top 3 songs from Not Without My Ghost, the Amity Afflictions album. And my favorite is Fade Away. So, before we roll into their album art and Fade Away playing, yeah, it's this album again was super dark. Fade Away is very like lyrically deep, like very deep lyrics. As you guys know, Amity writes about. Amity writes very deep, very like relatable, very just like heartstrings pulling, tugging type of lyrics, especially with those who like go through like mental illness of any kind, go through like unaliving thoughts, or go through any depression, any like negative thoughts of like self-esteem, or just negative effects from being bullied or dealing with other people, or just like, you know, not essentially just not thinking they look the way that they do. Which is funny that I have this type of music playing for something that is actually very dark and aggressive, and you have something that's kind of joyful and happy. But so with that, for number 5 best album of 2023 goes for me, Not Without My Ghost, the Amity Affliction, and we're gonna roll right into it to my favorite song off that album, Fade Away. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know your favorite song from this album, and heck, I'll need to probably bring it up. It's just the reason why it's number 5 is I only found myself listening to Fade Away, When It Rains It Pours, and Show Me Your God. Those were really the only 3 songs that caught my attention and wrapped around me. And so that's what we did. But with it, anyway, I've already said it like 2-3 times. Here's Fade Away. Hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. And I'll see you guys right after for number 4. Take care.
Wouldn't really notice.
Just let me fade away. Fade away. Just let me fade away. Fade away. Just let me fade away. I've been living in a fog, it seems.
Well, that was Fade Away by yours truly, the Amity Affliction. Yeah. Really good song, really fun time, really deep and very get you in the feels like lyrics, and yeah, just a good time overall. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy that album. It may be higher on your list or it may be lower on your list. It can happen. I just realized my music is really fucking loud. Damn. Anyway, we're going to slow back roll. We're going to bring it back. And we're going to talk about number 4. Number 4. Because I'm not an idiot and I shouldn't talk like that. Anyway, number 4. This is a band that, oh gosh. Not older band. A band that kind of started like around 2017. They probably did stuff beforehand, but kind of came out of the scene. They had videos show up on Dreambound, and they just took off from there. Like, blew up. It was great. Love this band. Love to see them every time they're in the States. And got to talk to one of the band members a few times and got a picture with one. And just got to talk to him and like hear about his life, which is really cool dude. But with that, my number 4 best album of 2023 is Reflections by the boys from England, Caskets. So this album, yeah, I hate that it's not higher. There was a lot of things with it that I wanted better, and it's just me. They incorporated some screaming because Craig does some screaming, which is really cool. It's really cool to see them incorporate that a little bit, especially live, because live they do a lot more screaming, which is funny. But so my main issue with this album, it's not that I didn't like it. Obviously, it's number 4 for a reason. It just lacked the explosiveness. So they're like Guiding Light, which I don't know if it's my favorite. I had to like probably sit down and think about this. Guiding Light's probably my favorite from this album. Or 6 Feet Down. Or maybe even, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at it right now. Like, they did a really good job on this album. But, yeah, it's either, I don't know. Guiding Light, Better Way Out. Not More Than Misery. Yeah, Guiding Light's probably my favorite from this album. It's probably. It makes sense. 6 Feet Down's a really good song, too. But anyway, yeah, it just lacked the explosiveness. So Guiding Light is a very good example. And so it's just kind of like when you roll into the start, it has a great intro. It's like, yeah, set me up. It just roll into it. And it just lacks that like impact. For me, it lacks the impact of just like setting off, like building in that energy. And it just kind of just like builds and it just immediately flatline. I'm like, no, because I want the like music to just kind of rip in there and just like tear it apart, but it doesn't, which is fine. Again, great album. Number 4 on my list. Like number 4, because like obviously these guys write a lot about mental health, write a lot about relation, like, you know, reach out, be like we all suffering kind of thing. And it's like a lot of, you're going to probably see that a lot with the music that I listen to, which is really kind of funny. And like top 5 is like, oh wow, yeah, they all kind of, I'm okay, kind of, okay? I'm making it. Probably the same as the rest of you. We're all making it a little bit, if not doing the best we can, right? We're doing the best we can. But with that, yeah, top 3 songs would probably have to be, yeah, I'm looking at the list right now, and I'm kind of just going through my head, like, what each song sounds like, because I've only catch them as I, like, my playlist goes through them. But yeah, Better Way Out, it's probably number 3 just because of the relation being there and just the whole meaning behind it. 6 Feet Down is such an amazing song too, and it talks about like, you know, that kind of suffering mentality or like going through just like terrible time, like miserable times, even like if it's like self-induced or like self-inflicted of any kind. But and then Guiding Light, yeah, Guiding Light is such a good song. It's so great live, and they just did a really good song, and that set the tone for me, and I was just like really excited for this album. I'm like, yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, without further ado, I've reacted to this song, and we're just gonna roll back into it. I'm gonna have that Chris is actually the bassist of the band. I got to meet him and talk to him, and he also has a clothing line which he displayed on every single what's the word I want? Every single place, every single concert that they did, he showcased one of their shirts. It's called Chaotic. I will have a link to it, the description below, underneath underneath number 4, and just go show them love. Like, again, I will tell everyone, like, I support bands by buying merch. It's like I try to listen to as much music as I can, but buying merch is my main way of supporting bands, and I will always do that. I love doing that. I think it's great, and I will always continue to do that, especially Caskets, who has a lot of great merch. I have their windbreaker, that anorak jacket, that is so amazing. I love that thing because, 1, it's hot, and 2, it's waterproof or like water resistant, and so it's just really good. But with that, for number 4, best album of 2023, Afflictions by Caskets. And here's their song, Guiding Light. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know your favorite song from this album, if you have one. And yeah, continue to rip it. Go support the boys. I'll see you guys right after for number 3. See ya.
So if I sold myself alive, would you be my guiding light? Can I find enough patience in time? Take a step back and rewind. Or stay away. I decided to hide it and nobody knew what I was going through. Forget it, you said it for the longest time. I don't wanna hear anymore. So tell me who to trust if I sold myself alive. Would you be my guiding light? You say that I should find my own way back to life. Maybe you're right. Admit it, we're finished. It's killing me that you're unwilling to give in to any of my flaws. Seamlessly getting over me. So leave my open stitches, I'll be free. For the longest time, I was blindly swimming through a weaving phrase. Torn inside, lost my mind, so go ahead and turn the page. If I sold myself alive, would you be my guiding light? You say that I should find my own way back to life. Maybe you're right. Help me, I keep drowning, I need a savior. Help me, I plead, but no one ever hears my voice. Help me, I need to swim away from danger. You can guide me back to Tell me what we're waiting for. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Tell me what we're waiting for. I don't even know anymore. If I sold myself alive, would you be my guiding light? You say that I should find my own way back to life. Maybe you're right. Help me, I keep drowning, I need a savior. Help me,
Well, that was Guiding Light off of Caskets' latest album that came out in 2023, Reflections. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And now we set up for number 3. Number 3. We set up for it. And these guys, they came back. They disappeared. They came back. And they're ripping it. They're ripping it hard. And they're swinging. And I've been just so happy to check out their songs. So happy. I've talked with the singer from the band too. And just back and forth in comments. And just really cool dude. And he's the newest guy. And I should say who it is. Unfortunately, they're number 3. But you'll see here in a second, number 2 is really difficult to beat, okay? Number 2, and also the fact that, number 2 and number 1, which I'll talk about it here in a second. Number 2 and number 1, I kind of want to tie them, to be honest. I kind of want to put them as number 1, but it's not about those 2 yet, okay? We're talking about number 3. We'll get there when we get there. But without further ado, number 3, the third best album of 2023 to me, I'm referencing to me. This is my opinion. I'm not speaking in absolutes. So don't do that. I don't like talking in absolutes anyway. If I do, I'm sorry. But, yeah, don't like talking absolutes. So without further ado, it is What If I Break from the boys from Windwalkers. They came back, and oh boy, they came back strong. And this album, oh dude, it's so good. And the fact that it came out late, it's November. So I've only had a month and a half to kind of listen to the full album. But I've also, had a year and a half to listen to Hang Fire or Dead Talk, but that's besides the point. I've only had a month and a half to check, or a month and 10 days to check out all of this album. And boy, they did a lot. They did a lot of different things. They experimented with a lot of different things, especially with their new singer, Trevor, who's amazing, great vocalist, great singer. I'm so excited to see this band live whenever the opportunity shows itself to me. I'm so excited to just do this, be a part of it, and just go share with them. Hopefully have an opportunity to meet the band. It would be really cool to talk to Trevor and say hi in person. I think they're on a completely different side of the states that I'm on, unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll make them. I'll even try to help bring them over, and we'll make it happen. But I think they're doing well on their own. They're sitting at right at 600,000 monthly listeners, well deserved. And they came back. The only thing I want them to bring please just remaster old stuff with Trevor, and I'll get behind it 100%. Trevor has an amazing vocalist. I love his voice. I think he will do a great job with some of the songs, but of course some of the songs is going to be a bit difficult because obviously Trevor has a different voice than the old singer does, which I don't know the old singer's name, which is my fault. But without further ado, What If I Break album is my third best album of 2023. My favorite songs from this album, dude, there were 7 just heavy hitting songs from this album. 7 just great songs, and I absolutely loved it. I talked with some of the people that commented. It was oh, this is my favorite song. I was I don't know. It's a good one. I'm just gonna have to re-listen to it again. Oh boy. So my 3 favorite songs, and I don't know if I could decide on one, and I'm going to have to, and it sucks because there's 2 of them that I just want to showcase both of them, but I can't do that. I have to decide, and this is just the moment of truth and just moment of honesty, what my favorite. So my 3 favorite songs from this album. Number 3 is Drowning Hymns. Man, this is so difficult. This album was so good, and it sucks because it's it sucks because the separation from 3 to 4 to me, which is why I kind of wanted to do top 3. The separation from 3 to 4 to me is very difficult because I feel it's a far separation from Caskets album and then Windwalkers album. But dude, I would have to. I'm just gonna go with it. my second favorite is Dissipate, and my first favorite, and it became my favorite. Dissipate was actually my favorite for the longest time. Like Dissipate and Drowning Hymns were like my favorite, but this song came in and it took me over, and so it just took some people commenting about it. It's like, oh, this one's my favorite. It's like, I'm gonna have to re-listen to it, and it's The Overlook. The Overlook is my favorite song for this album, and I just love the different, like, there's the quiet whisper part that's really cool. There's like the fast talking of like fast screaming that Trevor does. That is like, wow, dude, it showcased a lot of like Trevor's skills, in my opinion. But oh boy, The Overlook came in as a underrated song. It came in, it was like, nah, I'm the best. But with that, let me know your guys' favorite song from this album. It is a really great album, so there's a lot of good ones to choose. But without further ado, here's Trevor and the boys from Windwalkers from their album What If I Break, and my favorite song off that album, The Overlook. I'll see you guys real soon for number 2. Enjoy the song.
Feel safe within these walls with our future so safe. Replace my mistakes. I don't fit in, but I'm right where I belong. I hear them speaking, they're calling out, and they're saying my name, and I'm all that they want. I hear the blood coursing through my veins, and now I know we're the same. They're calling me up. I hear them speaking, they're calling out, and they're saying my name, and I'm all that they want. I hear the blood coursing through my veins, and now I know I'm insane. I swallow my shame as they're tearing me up inside. Shine through me, shine to the edge of my mind. To the edge of my mind. Take the hollow, fill me up with constant lies. Precedents I'm whole. Do you feel like losing yourself within these walls? Well, I've lost it long ago. I hear them speaking, they're calling out, and they're saying my name, and I'm all that they want. I hear the blood coursing through my veins, and now I know I'm insane. I swallow my shame as they're tearing me up inside. Shine through me, shine to the edge of my mind. Swallow my demons, they're tearing me up inside. Shine through me, shine to the edge of my mind. To the edge of my mind. I swallow my demons, they're tearing me up. Shine through me, shine to the edge of my mind.
Well, we're back again. Again, that was The Overlook by the Boys and Windwalkers. And, oh, goodness. This is the hardest part. This is the hardest part of this entire video, where I have to decide between two of my favorite bands, which was funny because one has been my favorite band for the past 3 years, and the other one became my favorite band. Well, became one of my top 3 favorite bands with this latest album. And you could just see just the pure, just this is how much conflict I'm going through trying to decide on this. Like, I'm still trying to decide which one of these two I want to put as one and which one I want to put as two. But unfortunately, I have to go with this as my second. And these guys are great. It's an album I'm still ripping today, and I'm ripping it more than the actually number one. But I'm mainly putting this as number 2 because there are a couple of songs on this album that I don't enjoy, and the number 1 album actually has every single song's a great song in my opinion. But there's 2 songs off of this album for my second favorite album of 2023. There's 2 songs that I'm just like, no, I just can't get behind, and it's not that I don't enjoy them. It's just, I just like the other songs a lot more. And obviously you're going to have songs that you think are favorite. They're just my least favorite, and I don't find myself listening to them at all. Like, I kind of just like, oh yeah, let's check it out and see. And I'm just kind of the same. I'm just like, it's mid. So number 2 has to go to the Boys and Hollow Front with their album, The Fear of Letting Go. Which sucks because I almost want to put them as 1 because 3 of their songs are in my top 5 for the year, or top 10. It's going to be hard to be top 5. Yeah, 3 of the songs that they have, I would definitely put in my top 10. From this album, there are 3 songs that I'm definitely like, I could 100% put in my top 10. And heck, I could maybe even put 4. Like, I'm just thinking about, like, what are my 3 favorite songs? I'm going to do top 5 favorite songs for my 2 favorite albums. But this one, oh goodness, number 5. I don't know. I don't even know how to layer this out. I don't even know what song to showcase to you guys from this album because they're all so great. Well, except for the 2 that I don't like as much as the others. And one kind of grew on me. Like, I didn't like it. I thought it was just like okay and just pretty average at first. And then I listened to it like 3-4 more times. And I was like, this is actually a really good song. And so number 5, I'm going to have to put Under Pressure. Number 5 off this album is Under Pressure. It's a great song. I love lyrically. Dakota comes in and just does an amazing job. Number 4, I don't know which one to choose. Actually, no. I'm taking Under Pressure off. It's number 6. Number 5 is Good Things Never Last. A great song, and it wasn't originally in my top 5 for this album, and it became as I listened to it more. Number 4 is Stay With Me. Amazing song lyrically, and I very much relate with it, and that's why it's number 4. It's a song that I just truly love, and I think the singer for the band, Hollow Front, which I need to learn their names, he showcases a lot, just like Will I Run. That's another good one, but Will I Run's not in my top 5 for this album. It's like number 7 or number 6, number 7, I think. But yeah, so Stay With Me is number 4. Number 3 is, oh gosh, I just realized there's another song on here. Number 2 is The Fear Of, for sure. It's number 1 and number 3 are really difficult for me to displace, but The Fear Of is number 2. It's such a great song. It's such a great intro song. I think they're going to do a great job. But number 3 and number 1, I can't decide between. I'm just going to do it, and it sucks. Number 3 is Breaking Teeth. Amazing heavy hitting song. It slams. It just beats the absolute fuck out of me, and I love this song. Breaking Teeth is so good, and I really want to put it as 1, but 1 is going to have to take it because it's actually in my top 5 most listened to songs, and it's We're All Left Suffering. So without further ado, here is We're All Left Suffering by The Fear of Letting Go. Well, off of the Fear of Letting Go album by Hollow Front. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I do. And let me know your favorite from this album. It's a great album. It's just the 2 songs I think are mid and just I don't enjoy as much. The others are Crash and Burn and Letting Go. You know, Letting Go was like, even though it was their first single, I was just kind of like, I just didn't like it as much as the others, okay? It was a hard decision. But the rest of the album is like fantastic. It's such a great album. Such a great album. But without further ado, again, We're All Left Suffering by Hollow Front off of the album The Fear of Letting Go. I'll see you guys right after. And if you haven't pieced together what number 1 is, you should know by now. So see you guys right after for our number 1 best album of 2023. Thank you guys. Okay, guys, that was We're All Left Suffering by your boys in Holofront off of the Fear of Letting Go album. And now we're to number 1, which is, and I'm just going to come around and say it, it's Currents and their album, The Death We Seek. Currents has been a band that I've absolutely fell in love with. It was like late 2019, 2020. Like The Way It Ends album just came out and hit me right in the face, and I kept hitting myself in the face multiple times. Like Currents has been a favorite artist of mine for 3.5 years. And it's hilarious that they're still, but yeah, the reason why it's like, this is the thing, I said it it's for the Holofront album. I'm still repping the Holofront album a lot more than the Death We Seek album. And it has everything to do with the fact that I'm just relating a lot more. It's just mental space. That's where I'm at more so, is the Holofront's album. But gosh, this album was so good. This album was so good. It was such a great album. Like, I don't even have a least favorite song on this album. Like, it's just hard to even pick one that I would say, I just don't like this. I could tell you what my favorites are. It's just hard to be like, this is my least favorite, because they're all... Brian and Chris and the boys just came out with this album and they just tore me apart. Mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Like, one of their songs is my most listened to song of the year. And which was funny because I actually thought it was a different song. And when I saw my Spotify Wrapped, this song came out of nowhere. And I was like, really? There were two other songs. I was like, I'm pretty sure these 2 songs should have taken the cake. And I remembered one song was released late 2022, and yeah, or like sometime in 2022, not late. It was released like maybe mid or like quarter 3, 2022. But yeah, goodness gracious, yeah, the Death We Seek album by Currents is such an amazing album. Hope you guys are repping it. And I'm going to talk about more stuff after, because obviously I went through my top 5 and there's one particular album that's not on this list, and I'm going to talk about it right after we listen to my favorite song from the Death We Seek, which I obviously have to give it to my most listened to song. I have to. Gosh, it's such a good song. And I thought 2 other ones. But my 3 favorite songs from this album are The Death We Seek is number 3. Great song. Great emotional vibe. Great heavy hitter. Brian showcases first with this song just like the types of screams he can do, especially highs. Oh my God, he just did a great job. And just the music behind it is so amazing. Number 2 is Guide Us Home, which I actually, see, these are the 2 songs. I was like, I'm pretty sure these songs are my most listened to songs. But no, there's one more. And I fell in love with the song immediately when this album, because it wasn't a single. And I fell in love with the song immediately. Like, when I did my reaction to this album, I heard the song. I was like, oh, yeah, let's go. And it's a 0 to 10, 0 to 60 song. Like, it's like, in terms of hype, it's a song that just gets you going very immediately. Like Alive from Wage War. Very great song. But number 3, The Death We Seek. Number 2, Guide Us Home. There's a lot of just relation there for me. I love the song. It's an amazing song lyrically and just amazing overall. You could just feel Matt having so much fun on the drums, and it's so amazing to listen to. But number 1 and my most listened to song of 2023 goes to Living in Tragedy. So we're going to roll into Living in Tragedy off of the album The Death We Seek by Currents. Again, let me know your favorite from this album, or even if it's in your favorite top 5 of this year. I love to hear what you guys' best albums of the year were too. And then after, we'll come back with an outro and discuss some other things. I'm not doing honorable mentions this year since I did 5. But yeah. Anyway, here's Living in Tragedy. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I listened to the song probably 110 times by itself. Yeah. It was a lot. But with that, thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys right after for closing remarks. This is a court now. See you guys.
destruction of the gods. Victory costs everything. When the darkness comes, I beg you don't follow me. Pull me up from all I know. Let it swallow me. I'm done making my own nightmare. When wings now come, we spiral down. We're left with nothing in your coldest days. Please don't follow me. I'm done making my own nightmares.
Well, and that's it. That was Living a Tragedy by Currents off of the album Death We Seek, and let's just re-go through it. Number 5 was, I don't know, Not Without My Ghost by the Amity Affliction. Number 4 was Reflections by Caskets. Number 3 was What If I Break by Windwalkers. And number 2 was The Fear of Letting Go by Hollowfront. And number 1 was The Death We Seek by your boys, Currents. And oh boy, these top 5 were great and amazing. And I still listen to like a song here and there. Mainly right now I'm listening to Hollowfront and Currents with Windwalkers obviously there. But those 3 bands I'm still repping to this day as I'm still checking out other music in that. But, so before we close, some of you may be wondering, why is it Sleep Token on this list? And that's because I didn't like it as much as these 5. And that's probably my hot take. It's not that I don't think Sleep Token is a great band. They're great. I've seen them live. They do great live. But there's 2 songs off of this list, off of that album, that I actually enjoy. The others I think are good. I just don't enjoy it as much as these 5 bands and their albums. But yeah. Obviously, the Summoning and Rain are my 2 favorite songs from that album. But there's another hot take on that, because I don't like the ending of The Summoning, which a lot of people actually love that song for the ending. I skip the ending every time when I listen to The Summoning. No offense to the song, I just don't like it, like at all. I just think it's a completely different song, and they should have just made it as a completely different song. That's my take on it. It's a hot take. It's not that I don't like The Summoning. I think The Summoning is a great song. I just don't like that part, and I legitimately skip that song every time it gets to that part. Every time. So that's my hot take. My 2 hot takes of this video are that, 1, I didn't enjoy the Sleep Token album as much as a lot of other people did. And that's fine. Don't hate me. I still like The Summoning, and Rain is actually a wonderful song, especially if you're in a relationship or married like I am. Or either way, which way you have a SO of some kind, a significant other, whatever you want to call it. So, Rain is an amazing song for that. The Summoning, yeah, I really just don't like the ending. I think it ruins the song. In all honest, like as honest as I can be, I think the ending of The Summoning, actually, if I listen to it with it, it ruins the song completely for me. Like it won't grow on me. I just said like 20 words in like half a second. It's just not good in my opinion. And those are my 2 hot takes for this video. 1, yeah, Sleep Token's album isn't as good as a lot of other people thought, and The Summoning's ending is not actually the best part of that song. It isn't. I actually like Vessel's screams and his highs that he reached in the song significantly more than the ending. I like the little outro, kind of before they merge into the. I really don't like that part. I don't. I think it's weird. I think it's very out of place. I don't think it goes with the song at all. It's like I'm listening to Avenged Sevenfold's like song. Yeah. No offense to Avenged Sevenfold. I love those guys. They have a special place in my heart, but that I won't talk about that album. Not going to talk about it. Nope. I won't. I will not. But anyway, yeah, that's just my hot takes. Hopefully, if you guys like the album, good for you. Again, it's a great album. I only really just enjoy 2 songs from that album, and I continue on repeat those 2 songs from that album. No offense. There's no negativity. It's just my opinion. But if you guys enjoyed it, that's the key thing. If you enjoyed it, great. There are other people that like a lot of other music. There are a lot of other people that like a lot of different types of genres of music, and I happen to like different albums. But with that, we've come to an end. We've had like 40 minutes. You guys either skip through to listen to the songs to hear my piece, and here we are. But again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. It's been an amazing Friday. It's been a busy Friday, and I am tired, and I want to go lay down and not do anything now because I've talked to myself for like 30 of those minutes. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It is a longer video, so if you skip through whatever, I'm loud, I'm rambunctious, I'm like obnoxious, I'm just silly, and I get it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your top 5, top 3, or just your favorite albums of the year. I'd say I'd love to discuss it, and especially if I don't have I haven't even listened to Polaris album. I haven't even checked it out, but that's because I'm not a big Polaris fan. I need to check it out. I need to listen to it. So if Polaris' album is on your list, feel free to share. I might just check him out anyway, just on a random Music Monday. And Termina's album. I haven't listened to the rest of Termina's album, like Nick and Andy and Chris Turner. I haven't checked that album, and I need to because I love those guys. Those guys do a great job, and I love their music. Yeah, I cut the music off. But without further ado, thank you guys again for being a part of this long drawn-out process as we talk about the 5 best albums of 2023. And with that, I don't think you guys are going to see me until 2024. So we'll see. It might be a surprise on Surprise Saturday. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe not. It depends on how I feel because, yeah, I'm worn out today. I've done a lot today. It's been a busy day. But with that, you guys have a great rest of your Friday. And if I don't see you tomorrow, have a great weekend. Take care. Be safe. Be responsible. Have a great weekend. Have a fun time because it is New Year's weekend. And enjoy your 3-day week if you have a 3-day week. And I'll see you guys real soon in the upcoming new year, if not on Saturday. Like you guys at this point, it's like he's hinting he's going to be on Saturday. I'm like, maybe. It's a maybe. If you don't see me, don't be surprised. If you see me, don't be surprised. One of the two will happen. Maybe. Well, with that, I'll see you guys either on Saturday or in the new year. More likely the new year because I feel worn out and I kind of just want to rest a little bit, especially my voice. Yeah, that's how I feel. But with that, take care. I'll see you guys in the new year, 2024, for a great start, and we're just going to roll into it. So then, thank you guys for being here. Again, share your favorite albums of the year, and I'll see you guys real soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.